We haven't been on YouTube in a while. I missed you guys. Today's video, every single beginner quest from Grayzone Warfare, all 17 of them, we're going over right now. Let's talk about it. So the first thing we're going to do in the game is you're going to choose your character, and this is honestly one of the best parts of every game, if we're being honest. Choosing your character and what they look like, and also what you're going to wear. Next, you're going to be choosing your faction. We have Crimson Shield, Mithras Security Systems, and Lamang Recovery Initiate. After you choose your faction, you're going to choose whatever your name is and go inside. Just make sure you understand if you choose your faction, there's no going back. Right now, you cannot start over, and you cannot play with your friends if they are in a different faction. So make sure that you choose the faction that basically your friends are in so that you can play with them. There's no other real difference or pro or con yet than that. Welcome to Grayzone Warfare, where the forests are green and the AI is mean. 100% serious. It reminds me of Tarkov because I have been one-shot by the scavs in this game so many times. So yes, the AI are very mean. But don't let it get you down or stressed out. We're going to go over every single quest. I'm going to show you every single location on the map reference and the, not IRL reference, but the in-game reference, so you guys know exactly where to go. The one thing that I want to say though real quick is when you pull up the map, I want you guys to see something because I have chosen Crimson. So I'm going to be showing you guys everything on this map, Kuvangza, if that's how you say it. I'm probably butchering it. And you're going to notice that these maps are identical. They're just slightly shifted. So I don't have the coordinates for Mithras. I don't have the coordinates for Lamang, but you guys will be able to see, as you can see, marketplace, warehouses we mark, gas station. This is where Little Bird Down is. So you can see, you'll be able to match these to what I'm showing you. So you're going to have to do a tiny bit of work if you guys are in one of the other factions, but it's not hard, I promise. They're literally mirrored. Gas station, right here. This is where the bodies are found. This is where we're marking stuff. Okay, I just want to make sure that you guys knew about that. So you didn't think, oh, he's Crimson, I won't be able to do this. Everybody should be able to do this. Maybe I'll do guides for the other two just to make it easier after. But for right now, we're going to go over the 17 quests that you guys need us to do. We're just going to be grabbing quests, and we're going to accept first recon, and we're going to be going through and grabbing whatever we can. We have cash retrieval and we have meds wanted, and these are going to be our first 3 quests. Oh, and make sure that you grab your trackers from your letters. Anything that you guys need for a quest, not only can you purchase if you lose or if you die with it, but you can also pick it up from the messages that the vendors will send you. I keep wanting to say traders. Oh, look, another ghost. People have been just jumping on your choppers because everyone's pretty much going to the same spots in the beginning. So it's been pretty fun. Just know that you are at risk of going to the wrong spot if you jump on a random chopper. For the people that start moving further than you, if you are starting a couple days later into the game, it's not a big deal, but some of them are very far. They're like 5 minutes away. So you don't want to be traveling that far if you don't have to. Okay, well, first we need to go to 140, 161. Right there. Here we are in the med facility. We are going to be going into this room on the right over here, which there's a bunch of guys already grabbing their quest item. And we're going to be grabbing a 2x2 medical container. It's like a cardboard box with a sticker on it. You'll see in just a second. Right here, I'm just looking around because I can't remember if it was in the left room or the right room. I should have known since there was literally a party of guys in here that it was in this room. And also my shaders are like tweaking right now. I changed to FSR for frames and I started getting this weird shading and ghosting, so don't mind that. It doesn't show in the rest of the video. I ended up fixing it like 10 minutes later and they put out a hotfix for it. But anyways, there it is. There's those medical supplies. And you could also put the medical supplies in your container. That way, if you die, you still have it. You actually won't lose it, which is pretty nice. I didn't know that in the beginning, and there was multiple times where I had to grab something over and over and over. Now we're at the warehouse. This is the first part, area of cash retrieval. We're going to go all the way around this building. You cannot get inside this building, so it makes it kind of easy because the one area you can get in is this little area on the outside. Looking around, and boom, there it is. Oh, right there. There's the box. just hide the tracker there and we go on to the next spot. Head back real quick. We're going to turn in something. I think I actually died maybe, or I died or I went back. I can't remember. I was actually playing with a couple people as well. So we were trying to do things at the same time. Now we're in the lumber yard. And this is where cache retrieval, the second part is. And another box, hide the tracker, and that one's completed. Turn that in. Turn that in. We'll collect that, grab that marker for the next quest, which actually ends up being funny because I die with that marker and go all the way to the body just to realize I forgot that I died with it and lost it. And then I had to go back to base and then come back with another marker. You guys don't see it in the edit, but I was kind of sad about that. All right, we're going to be landing and running off to the next objective. All right. Now we're at the convenience store. And this is the first location for first Recon. Shelves pretty empty. Now we just arrived at the gas station. Be aware of this one. Sometimes there's like 5 to 8 AI here because they merge from other places. So definitely make sure that you approach this with a little bit of caution, especially because there's no cover walking up. It's pretty much all open. And this is us walking up to the demolished house. So for this one, for me, it didn't mark off until I went to the actual slab right here. Step on this and then it should check. So this next one, restoring order, very, very easy. As long as you're in the main area, you just have to get 10 scav kills and that's it. And you're good. So as we go in here, this is the back of the building. You can also go in the front. You're going to come around the side right here, and in the glass, you're going to see a body on the floor. Just make sure when you go to the body, you grab the medallion, and you can put the medallion in your secure container. So if you die, you'll still have it. This is the other body that we have to find. A good way to find it is there's a white square on the map that you can see right there. And it is right next to that. So it makes it kind of easy once you figure it out, but it takes forever. I went through so many backyards, maybe every backyard before we found the body. You see the blood on the wall is a clue. Place the tracker, good to go. Go ahead and turn that in, complete. Another available, we'll accept that. Complete. And now we're running to the medical building. This one, you do need a key. But don't worry, it's either going to be open for you before it spawns again shut when everything resets, or you can find a key or ask for a key from the community. The keys are really easy to find. You just have to kill a bunch of scavs. Any scavs in the area will have all the keys you need in that area. You're going to grab the diary, and this is pretty much going to complete the quest once we get in here. It's on the room on the right. And you're going to need the KV dock key. And that key, like I said, can be found on scavs. So just make sure you loot the scavs in the area and you should be good. Or in my case, it was already open. Turn that in. Go ahead and turn that in. We'll accept that. Complete right here. Accept that. And then we'll go ahead and grab the message. Call transport. And we're off. All right, we're landed and we're going to our next objective. So now we're at Little Bird Down. Now this one is really easy because when you look on the map, it's so close to My Charlie 3. For you guys, it's going to be, remember, the map is pretty much the same. So it's going to be close to your guys' extracts, your LZs as well, not extracts. And it's going to be just right up here. So we're going to take this and we're going to run right up here. And here we go. This is the down chopper. Now, all you have to do is pretty much be in this area and it'll give you the completed mark. And then when you to look for the bodies, you're just going to follow the path, honestly. You're going to follow the path through here. And you see this right here? We're going to go up this way. Sometimes there's 2, 3 guys here. Maybe. All right, 4 guys. You're going to come in here. First body. And then you'll get the check mark when you get to the second body. And there you go. Now we're running up to Secret Compassion, where we have to drop off supplies at 3 locations. Here we are at location number 1. Quickly go over this for you guys. Here we are at location number 2. They're supposed to be farmhouses, but they do not look like farmhouses. And location number 3. Typically, they're pretty guarded, so just make sure you're aware of that. Complete. Accept. Complete. And accept. The next one is Rat's Nest. We have to find 2 of the gang hideouts, I guess you could call them. These are pretty heavily guarded as well. There is a southwest and a southeast location. You can typically figure out that they are the location because there's graffiti everywhere, like on the walls of the building, sometimes on the fence around the area. So you guys will be able to figure it out. Going through the back. We just went through the back right now. We're actually in the room we need to be in, but we don't know that yet. We're going to search everything in here. Gauze. More gauze. There we are. There's a notepad we need. Now we're at the second location. We're going to fight off some of the convicts, as they call them. Cartel members, gang leaders, something like that. See the graffiti right there? We got some blood. Full-on crime scene. We got some weapons. And we're going to maybe get a beverage. There we go. And then we're going to go upstairs for the second location at some point. There we go. And we're looking for a cell phone. Boom. Doug's smartphone. We're going to hand those over. Very good. See what other quests we have. We'll go ahead and accept this one. Now we're on native negotiations. On this one, you actually have to grab the briefcase from the tent area right when you get off the chopper. Unfortunately, I didn't show it for you guys because I couldn't find on the VOD where I had it. So you have to grab the briefcase, and don't worry, every time you die with it, you can go back and grab it from the same area, and you are going to bring it in with you. This is us already in right here. See that little blue box that we just seen? Typically, you're supposed to be putting it in there, but you can also place it right there. And you should be good. Next, we are on Helping Hand. This guy right here, I was just asking him if he knew where the restaurant was. He said, yes, right ahead in the brick building. And very kind. I'm glad he was able to help me, but I was so confused because the building ahead of us is wood. It's not brick. So I was like, is this the right building? Because you said it was the brick building. So I ended up circling back and I'm like, well, I'm just going to look anyways. This one, you will need a key. You will need the attic key up the stairs. And we're going to grab this little intelligence folder. This door is usually locked. Just so you know, it is the restaurant storage key or attic key. But if it's open, it's open. Complete that. Oh, we got Artisan now. Let's go. Tools of the trade. We'll go ahead and accept that. New vendor, baby. Accept that. And that complete. Accept that. And we're almost done. And accept that. Now we are over here by the warehouse for Tools of the Trade for Artisan. Very first quest for her. And we are going to be going to this little house next to the warehouse. And we're going to be looking for a toolkit. Nope. There it is. Artisan's toolbox. So with this, you're going to have to make sure you have room for it. I don't have room for it. That's why I had it's grayed out. So if you're like, why can't I pick it up? It's bugged or whatever. It's not. You just got to make room in your backpack. Some of the items are bigger than the others and you should be good. It'll be orange and then grab it. Next, we are going into Last Farewell or Left Behind by Handshake and Gunny. And we're going to be looking for the body, which is way out here in the cuts. And once you find the body, you can go ahead and place a marker on it. The reason why I would suggest placing a marker on it is because you really, really want to level Gunny. For those of us who got to play these 7 days when it first came out, we realized Gunny 2 is where you want to get for the really, really good gun parts and stuff. So it's better than leveling Handshake. So I would definitely drop the marker on the body instead of turning the marker into Handshake. Here we are at radio silence, and this is where we need to destroy radio equipment. This is kind of out there as well. I heard a couple of guys inside, so I was asking them if this was where it was, and they were like, we have no idea what you're talking about. What do you have to do? And so I was like, oh, well, I think this is the house, so I'm going to go check anyways. Like, all right, so we're going to go ahead and check inside here. And we're going to go upstairs. So glad we actually checked. Got some weapon cases. Definitely check those. Things take a little bit to load, so be patient. And boom. Radio communications in a regular looking house. And all you have to do is sabotage like that, and we're good. Complete, complete, complete. Very good. Now we're over here for Covert Research, where we have to find one of the big gang houses. You can't miss on the map. See the graffiti's there again. Be careful. Sometimes I've killed up to 7 in here. So you want to just take it slow. They are all in this area. So they'll shoot you from behind. They'll shoot you from up in here. They sit on the balcony. They go inside. They stay outside. They're kind of everywhere. So approach with caution or go with somebody else, maybe a full team, and it'll be easier. But I've died here multiple times just because of how many enemies are here. We're going to go inside the house after we clear it. And we are looking for a very heavy container. Can't remember how many slots it is. I think it's like a 3x2. So it's a pretty good sized container, and it's also very heavy. Metal container. Once we grab the container, oh, it's a 3x3. Okay. Once you grab the container, you are going to be overweight most likely, and you're not going to be able to jump or maneuver in the front gate. So I would suggest going this way that I'm going right now, and you try to go over this little side gate out to the LZ, because if you walk all the way around, there's a ton of enemies and you will die. You're very slow. You can't duck and dodge, and you can only shoot so many. And you know how AI is in this game. If you're kind of like in the open for too long, you're just going to die. We'll go ahead and complete that. Now we're pulling up to the supermarket where we are trying to find the boss here. Now he can rush you on the outside. He can hide on the inside. I've fought him a bunch of places, but he's always within this huge fencing, if that makes sense. So I'm just kind of looking for him. I think I accidentally shot somebody who was a friendly right there on accident. So poor guy. And I see somebody right here on the stairs. And luckily for us, it happens to be the boss. Task completed. I'll go up and show you what he looks like. This place has a lot of guys, a lot, maybe 20 plus sometimes. We're gonna go up here. He has this like red beret and gold glasses. So, yeah. Oh, he had a key on him this time. Nice. Go ahead and take those. And we're good. And complete. Very good. Well, guys, that's going to wrap up the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. It's good to be back. This is definitely a different style of video than I usually do. So if you guys like the style of the video, definitely let me know down in the comments so I can see if I want to do this more or the other route that I used to do for guides and Tarkov and stuff like that. Anyways, if you guys want to see more Grayzone Warfare content on this channel, definitely subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell to be notified when videos go live, and feel free to stop by the Twitch stream whenever. We are pretty much live every single day, typically in the evenings, sometimes in the mornings, and sometimes on Kick and YouTube as well. So you can be checking all those places. I am looking forward to playing more Grayzone Warfare and seeing where the game goes. I think it has a great foundation, and I think it has massive potential. We just have to see which direction they choose to take the game and how consistent the updates are, how consistent the hotfixes, and all the other stuff, just like any other game. But I am ultimately really excited that this game is in early access and am excited to grow with the game. Hope you guys are very blessed. Hope you have an amazing day or night depending on where you're at in the world. And don't go anywhere. Definitely check out some of these videos on the side right here, and you might like something. All right, take care.